process of writing and ratifying the U.S. Constitution involved numerous debates, compromises, and revisions. The Constitutional Convention convened in Philadelphia on May 25, 1787, with the initial purpose of amending the Articles of Confederation. This was the governing document of the United States at this time. Delegates from 12 of the 13 states attended the convention. Rhode Island did not send a representative. The convention was presided over by George Washington, with James Madison playing a significant role in drafting proposals and recording proceedings. Instead of amending the Articles of Confederation, the delegates ultimately decided to draft a new constitution to create a stronger and more centralized federal government. The Constitutional Convention was marked by intense debates and negotiations over key issues, such as representation in the legislature, the structure of the federal government, and the balance of powers between the states and the federal government. Significant compromises were reached to address these issues, including the Great Compromise, or the Connecticut Compromise. A committee of detail was appointed to draft the initial version of the Constitution based on the decisions and compromises reached during the convention. The Committee of Style, chaired by Governor Morris, was responsible for finalizing the language and structure of the Constitution. The final draft of the Constitution was completed on September 17, 1787, and signed by 39 delegates. The Constitution required ratification by at least 9 of the 13 states in order to take effect. Ratification debates occurred in state conventions across the country, with supporters of the Constitution, known as Federalists, arguing for its adoption, and opponents, known as Anti-Federalists, expressing concerns about the concentration of power and lack of individual rights. The Federalist Papers were a series of essays written by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. They were published to promote the ratification of the Constitution. On June 21, 1788, New Hampshire became the 9th state to ratify the Constitution, officially establishing it as the supreme law of America. Despite the ratification of the Constitution, several states conditioned their approval upon the addition of a Bill of Rights to protect individual liberties. Congress proposed 12 amendments to the Constitution in 1789, 10 of which were ratified by the states and became known as the Bill of Rights in 1791. The writing and ratification of the United States Constitution were critical milestones in the nation's history, establishing the framework for the federal government and shaping the principles of American governance.